Yeah, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts, Underdog Views, and I watched Rambo 5, aka Rambo Last Blood. We had the first two movies called First Blood and First Blood Part 2. And this is the last one of the franchise as far as I know. Maybe there's gonna be another one, but I don't think so. Rambo Last Blood. Well, he lost also some blood, yes. Last blood. Anyway, let's just start with the movie, shall we? We have some news, weather report thingy. And we see that it's raining and thundering above a forest, I think. It's a bit dark, so, we see from above a helicopter fly, and it's kind of a searchlight, from going from right to left, from left to right, whatever. And then we're in the forest, and we see a whole army of people, all with flashlights, looking, because apparently they are looking for some hikers. We then see a guy, in the vehicle, asking Desert Eagle what's their status, and that's the helicopter. And they give the status. Yeah. The people also said this is rescue team 1 Lima Charlie. Hikers. Oh no. They also have dogs. Or something with dogs negative. Dogs negative on the hikers. Storm picks up. Great. But we're gonna leave that, because if you don't know what's happening next, watch the movie yourself. Apparently I was 20 minutes to half an hour. I was, fucking around with the subtitles because I couldn't find the right subtitles. Because they spoke Spanish in this movie, and I don't speak Spanish, and I didn't have any subtitles. Yes, I had English subtitles, but not Spanish subtitles. So, not subtitles for the Spanish. So I didn't know what the fuck they were saying. And then there were big scenes, where they spoke Spanish, and I thought, no, I can't do this, So I was looking for subtitles, and I found a pair, but please, where's my nose itchy? These subtitles were only for Spanish, not for the English. So now I could read what they said in Spanish, but I couldn't read what they said in English. But obviously I can understand what they're saying, but I just want to have the subtitles for reassurance. Reassurance, whatever. Apparently Rambo has a kind of a daughter. John has kind of a daughter. Gabriella, who is living in the house that we left off in the last movie. And Gabriella wanted to look for her father. And she just also said it to John, I want to look for my father. And he said, and she also had to lead, where he is. And he said, okay, that's fine, but just wait for a couple of years, learn the world, blah blah blah. Because he knows that the guy isn't a good guy. He abandoned his family, and as expected, she went anyways to Mexico because that's where he lived. And eventually, well, she found him. And yes, he was a piece of shit. He said, well, she asked her why he left her and her mom. And he said something like, well, yeah, I found out that I don't care about her or you. So, some harsh shit, But then, she started crying and shit, and the one that gave her the lead, said, well, okay, let's go out, you can't go back like that, it's dark and shit, whatever. Let's go to a club, But she was on the phone when, Gabriella came back, and as soon as she came back, she hung up the phone. So that was suspicious already. And at the club, yeah, Gabriella was drugged and she is now in a whorehouse. Great. So, John is gonna get her back. This is a bit kind of like a Taken, What I thought when watching this movie was like, it didn't have to be a Rambo movie, or Rambo, whatever however you want to pronounce it, You could also just put it, put another name on it, and you have your own individual movie that's not associated with the franchise, So it wasn't really like Rambo, The other four movies had something to do with a jungle or something like that, No, no, not the one with Afghanistan. Sorry. Okay, yes, they all have to do something with a different country, but this was more like the vigilante type. This was more like the Taken, the Nobody, the John Wick, these kinds, which I didn't mind, because they saved the best for last. Because I like this one the most of the franchise, Anyway, he found the guy that drugged her, and then he started to assault the guy, stabbing his knife in his thigh, and grabbing with his bare hands bone or something and pulling it out of the skin, like some gorilla grip shit, That was very fun to see. So he got her back, but then on the way back home, she died. Well, he didn't get her at first. At first he was beaten up, and then it was 4 days had passed, and then he got her back. So yeah. Then after she died, he went after one of the main head guys, because it was run by two brothers. Yeah, two brothers. And he went after one of them, left the body except for the head. Well, brutally also assaulted. And now, those guys went after John, to his house, after he, the housekeeper, go stay with your sisters, or that he said, and he booby trapped the whole. He apparently his house had some not really mines, but more like mine shafts, those kind of tunnels, He had the whole tunnel system, um, and he booby trapped the whole tunnel system with all kinds of shit, which was very cool to see. And also when that came in action, that was also very nice to see. Before before the end, he blew up the whole tunnel system, for the last guy, the other brother, so that was also very nice to see. We saw it a bit from looking kind of down on it, blowing up and going down, through the whole field. Very nice scene. And then in the barn, he had the guy pinned down by 4 arrows, shot in, one in every shoulder, and then one in every leg. And he was pinned down to the barn, so he took his knife, stabbed him, in the chest, and then down, and rips out his heart, showed it to him, and then the guy died. Also, obviously, very nice scene. So yeah, I really like this movie, and I will give this movie a high 4, low 5. Go watch the movie yourself, leave likes, recommend good. I wouldn't say John Rambo, but that's his character. Sylvester Stallone movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, check out my second channel on the keys to food things every week from time to time out, and alcohol on my third channel, Underdog Reacts, where I do primarily music, link down below in the description. And I'll see you guys later for the movie The Substitute 3. What was it called? Failure, not failure is not the option, that's part 4. Substitute 3. Winner takes all, that's it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Substitute 4. Failure is not the option, or for the movie Knives Out. Otherwise, in the weekend, we're gonna watch the second movie from Knives Out, and on Sunday the third one, and we're also gonna watch Children of the Corn again, and also DC is coming back, I think. So check it out. Otherwise, next week, our 2 channels, check it out. Bye.